Happy holidays, everyone. I'm Greg Dixon from Shared Visions Unlimited, and I'm going to encourage you to capture your family stories and memories this holiday season. One of the reasons I got involved with video and photography and writing is because I wanted to preserve and share family stories. So this holiday season, many of you are going to be traveling. You might go be visiting grandparents or cousins or uncles or other people and sharing some times. And I'm just going to say this is some of the people you may be talking to over the next holiday season may not be available next year. So people sometimes pass away, sometimes they become incapacitated, and you don't know when your last opportunity is going to happen. So I'm going to suggest that when you're with your family, um, there are a few simple things you can do to capture the moments. One of the things is um, just take photos. Take lots of photos on your phone. This is everything I'm going to tell you about. All you need is a good phone, really. So you don't need a fancy camera. You got everything you need in a modern phone. Take photos of friends and family, and um, just lots of things. And if you have, this is especially true if you have a parent or a grandparent or an uncle, aunt, someone who has some stories and maybe you don't really know their story all that well. I'm going to suggest that you try to capture those. And this is something simple. Like we've spent a lot of time traveling around with a lot of camera equipment and setting up lighting and stuff, but really the most important thing here is you want to capture the story. You can capture it on video, but really you could, if you had an audio recording and some photos, you can construct a really good story production with it. And the purpose here is you don't even have to even do anything. It's just to capture it. You have it. Once you have it, you can do something with it later. So pretty much every phone has a really good memo recorder, voice recorder, and the simplest thing is, let's say you're sitting down across from your your grandmother, and you want to hear about her what her life was growing up. You can take your phone, put it on a pillow, sort of in between, so that it's not too far from them. The ideal is about 2 feet from where their voice is. The purpose of the pillow here is it isolates the phone from any table motions, table noises, kind of thing. Also provides a little bit of acoustic thing. This is this is the low budget recording studio here with nothing more than a pillow and a phone. Um, if you were serious, well, not totally fanatical about it, but a thing here is I have a mission here. There are a bunch of people in the little town we live in called Merritt, and I would like to go capture their stories. Almost everybody has a story. There's a family here from Spain, from the Basque region, who came here something like 55 years, and they're like 20 various family members listening here. It's just fascinating, and many people have stories about how they ended up somewhere, what happened to them. So I bought this little thing from Amazon. It goes on an Apple phone. It has two wireless microphones, lapel mics, and a little device that sticks in the arson end of the phone, and allows you to record two mics. So if you're doing an interview, you can have one on you and one on the person you're talking to, and it works really well. You end up with really good audio recording, and perfect. The other thing I suggest is like most houses have photos, like family photos, uh, something that's important to them, mementos, things hanging on the wall or on tables. And if you just go around with your phone, take photos of those things, and you can use them later. Um, I've had at my grandparents' farm in Alberta. there was a photo of my grandfather in World War One. They had one of these super um, panorama images, like they had his entire troop in Europe, probably 100 people or something across there in one big photo. And I've got that. I took a photo of that, and so that's something I've got in my collection. And probably nobody even knows where that is anymore. so I've got it in the collection. And then where do you put all this stuff? My suggestion is, um, if you don't already have a Gmail account, get a Gmail account. Though there's very few people in the world that don't have a Gmail account, so chances are you've got one. And you can, on Google Drive, you can create a folder for your family, and maybe by year or whatever, however it is you want to organize it. But the main thing is just upload all the photos that you take and the audio recordings, and put it up on your drive, and it'll be there. If nothing else, and make sure your other family members have access to it. So if you've got, let's say, your family of four, make sure all your siblings have access to it. So they can add to it with their own photos, or you can, at least if something happens to you, they've got access to the photos. So that's the beauty of the cloud. And if you're interested in doing something more serious with it, then contact me. I've been doing story productions, and it's kind of been an honor to do these. We recently, well, a few years ago, we did an audio recording of someone's story. His daughter had collected a bunch of photos. We put together some audio clips and photos, and it ended up in a book. And last year, the daughter said that he had passed away, and the book that recreated, they gave to everyone at the memorial service. So it's kind of a bit of an honor to be part of that. And I guess I have to say, maybe I'm emphasizing the death thing here, is I've done probably 20, oh, I don't know, many memorial presentations with images and that to be created to be played at a memorial. I've done weddings and all sorts of fun stuff too, and things where a birthday party one year and a memorial the next year for the same person. But if you don't have, you really need to have the photos. It's possible, if you got photo albums, you can scan them, um, uh, and there's some services to scan them. And if nothing else, take photos of the photos with your phone to have something. So, and again, you can upload to Google Drive. And if you want to do something with it, as a story production, you can talk to me. And another thing I do is I'm using StreamYard here, and I also can do family interviews using StreamYard. So basically, we have a conversation. You tell me your story, or your grandmother or whoever tells the story, and we can go use it that way. I just know from experience, though, that people sometimes get freaked out when it's formal like that. So if you should just ask, like, Grandma, is it okay if I record our conversation here while we're talking? And then usually then they say, it says yes, you've got the recording going. Probably that's the last she'll even think of it. She'll just tell her stories. You've got the recording, and then you've got something that you can preserve and share with the rest of your family. So anyway, so that's all really. That's my public service announcement for today. If you want to know how to go about doing this, want some other tips, I've created lots of videos and things, but really simple is best. Use your camera, use the video on your phone, use the voice recorder. Maybe consider getting something like this if you want to do it. And I can, if you're interested in knowing how to do the interviews with StreamYard, I can talk to you about that. Or Zoom will work. Basically, phone somebody up, put the record button on, and capture it. Anyway, have a safe, happy season. go cherish the people you talk to and you meet, and just be a blessing in the world. Thank you.